You guys ever heard about a show called Prison Break? Well, if not, I'm about to tell you about the show that you're about to binge watch for the next 2-3 weeks. There's this character called Michael Scofield on this show called Prison Break. And every single one of us needs to start thinking like Michael Scofield. You need to break out of the system, out of this cage that the Matrix has us locked in. Like John Connor, right, from the Matrix. John Connor. Like Michael Scofield. Like Michael Scofield. Like my boy Jesus Christ. There are systems set in place, right? Fun fact, the Matrix was based off of Jesus Christ, John Connor, and Jesus Christ. And there are systems in place here that are all unfair. For John Connor, it's the Matrix. For Michael Scofield, we got a prison. For Jesus Christ, we have the cross and the Roman structure of how things worked. Now, why I wanted to bring up Michael Scofield today is, first of all, I'm watching this show, and it is amazing to watch. But second of all, the character plots his next move like a chess player. I want you guys to think in terms of chess. Okay? When you're playing chess, when you're playing professional chess, it's timed. But in general, when you're playing chess, you have a second to think about your move. And even in professional chess, let's say that you have 30 seconds. Okay? 30 seconds to make your decision. You don't want to make your decision rashly, okay? Unless you already know your plan, and even if you already know your plan, you don't want to make your decision 5 seconds in. That's not wise. But you also don't want to wait until 20 seconds in to start thinking about seriously what you're going to do. So you have to be plotting the whole time. Life is a lot like chess. So you have to plot your ways, okay? So there's going to be level 1, level 2, level 3, and sometimes level 4, you might go down here, level 4. Some people, when they go to level 4 here, they'll still try to operate like they're up here. That will not work, okay? Now, eventually, as you start learning about your subconscious patterns and stuff, you will find your meeting ground throughout time. But when you're down here, you want to operate from a higher frame. So you want to be thinking about these goals here, right? But you want to be living below your means here at the same time. Everyone knows this, but when everyone is on level 4, right? 1, 2, 3. And they hit level 4 and they go down. They keep living like they're up here. They want to compete with their friends. This is where the cars, this is where the nice house, this is where the food out is. You gotta cut all that stuff out, okay? You gotta start planning ahead for what you're going to start doing. All those things are distractions anyway. Keeping up with all of these different sort of financial mindsets is just a trap in and of itself. So what you have to ask yourself is, what's the lifestyle that you're looking for? Chess for the lifestyle that you're looking for. Now, why bring up Michael Scofield? Michael Scofield had a whole tattoo on his entire body of the whole plan, the whole blueprint about how he was going to get to Panama and escape from prison. That's all I'm going to tell you because I don't want to ruin the show. So you got to find your Panama, okay? You got to find your Panama through all of this, and X marks the spot for your Panama, okay? But right now, you're here. You and I are Michael Schofield, and we are here, okay? We gotta get our buddies out, just like he did in the show. We gotta get our buddies. There they are. And we gotta get out of there, okay? So you gotta get a plan ahead. They didn't just break out right away. They took time. So you gotta give yourself time. What I would suggest that you do is you come up with, a 1 year plan. Get you and your buddies, you and your 5 best friends. We all know the saying that the 5 people that you hang out with are those that you become most like, but we don't listen to those sayings, and we end up hanging out with anyone we want to. And I think it's important to hang out with your friends. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, life is a game of chess. So you gotta ask yourself who you hanging out with. Sometimes you gotta cut out people that aren't worth it, just like Michael Schofield had to cut people out of the plan and keep the people that are necessary to make the plan work. I'm currently in my Michael Schofield plan myself, breaking out of my prison currently right now. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta go for the lifestyle that you want. So, that's why I'm making these videos, because part of my lifestyle, I enjoy talking, I enjoy teaching, and I enjoy Christian topics. So most of the videos I make are on Christian topics. This is just fun for Michael Schofield and also relating it to mindset and mind frames and stuff. So your lifestyle, how I like to think of it, is health, wealth, love, and happiness. Different quadrants for that stuff. You want to find stuff that you want to do on the daily basis. How do you work out? Okay? Do you run? Do you go to the gym? Do you lift? Do you swim? What do you do to work out? Money. How do you make your money? And I'm not talking about your job. Your job is your job. Everyone has a job. You're not special for having your 9-to-5 job. We can just get your 9-to-5 as something that's going to happen anyway on the side. I'm talking about extra money on the side. For me, it's garage sale flipping. I like getting items, garage sales, and flipping them on eBay and Facebook. What is your way to do it? And also, another way for me is music. Even though I don't plan on making a lot of my money career-wise with music, it is still in my money category. Love, ask yourself who you want to surround yourself with. If you had $1 million, if you had the best life that you could ever escape, you had Panama over here, right? Who is in Panama? That is love. Who is in Panama? Happiness is ultimately like the music for me, like what you want to do, talking and stuff like that. Getting all that, I don't even know what the heck that is, but just stuff that makes you happy. So you got to think about, what you're doing on a day-to-day basis that's helping you get the lifestyle, the Panama that you want. So many people are living aimlessly. They're derping out. They don't even know what's going on. They're drifting. They are just living a life for somebody else. They're going to somebody else's job and living their life. You have to remind yourself that your life is one time, okay? So I don't know how old you are right now, but I'm 27, so let's talk about me. I'm 27 years old. My grandpa, who was in great health, fantastic health, he passed away. God rest his soul up in heaven at 79 years old. How many more years is that? That's 52 more years for me. 52 more years, okay? When I was 18, that was 9 years ago. I graduated high school. It's been 9 years. 52 divided by 9. 9, 18, 36. And then we got 45, 5.5, okay? So about 5.5 times. That's crazy, guys. It's only been 9 years since I graduated high school, and it feels like nothing. And by the time I am my grandfather's age, 79, at the end of my life, it will only be 5.5 times the same amount of time I've already lived now. Dude, you gotta get your plan together now. What are you doing with your life? Even if it's not escaping the Matrix or anything like grand like that, you don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to have a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. What you need to do is have control over what you're doing and ask yourself, what are the aspects in which I truly care about? And how can you get out of the prison? Well, let me ask you this. How much money, first of all, how much money are you spending on leisure versus, getting a course that will change your life, or saving up for something big like a vehicle or something that can change your life? An Easter egg, we'll call it an Easter egg. A big investment. Easter egg investment. You don't want to spend on leisure. You don't need the energy drink, or if you do get the energy drink, you get the cheap energy drink. Or if there's coffee at work, drink the cheap coffee at work. Be smart with your money. Bring your food to work. Microwave it in the oven. Bring a sandwich. Don't buy food out to eat. Just because everyone else does it doesn't mean that you have to do it as well. Invest in courses, and depending on the area, if you're a musician, invest in courses so you can get knowledge. Yes, you can find this stuff on YouTube, but if you go to courses, I guarantee you will find better information. If you are something like I'm working on charisma and my social charisma, being able to express myself as freely as I desire, basically, and also going out in public and working out on social interactions and stuff. Shout out Owen Cook and Julian himself. They have courses like that, and they're quite affordable. You can buy these sort of courses, and it really helps torpedo your trajectory upwards. So what are you spending your money on? Again, another resource that you're going to have is your time. So what are you spending your time on? Are you spending your time Netflixing? Stupid. Are you watching Nelk Boys on YouTube? No. Watching Nelk on YouTube? You don't want to do that. At least search up videos and you could literally look up motivation 1 hour. That is better on YouTube. And then you know what you do in the background. You get out a whiteboard if you got a whiteboard and you plan. Or if you got a sheet of paper, then you get a sheet of paper and you plan and you start writing. Okay, so comment what you thought, what you learned, what you want me to talk about next. Like the video, subscribe for more. I just got my marker. Peace.